Hello everyone, this is Paulina from Pencil Spaces and welcome to today's tutorial showing you how to import any Google Suite document onto the whiteboard. The first thing you need to do is create or open an existing Google document. So in this case, I've created a Google document called Draft and I can update the access settings by clicking Share. So in this case, I've enabled link sharing in my organization, but I could also share it with a specific person, like Kiara. So I can enable the permission for Kiara to edit, or I could simply make it possible for her to view the document. From there, I'm going to copy the link, either in the sharing settings or by just copying the link in my browser. Then I'm going to go back to Pencil Spaces and select the type of app I want to choose. So here I'm adding a Google Doc, pasting the link, and I'll click import. So keep in mind that if Kiara didn't have access to the document via link sharing or via the invite that I just set up, she wouldn't be able to view or edit this document. So once I click import, the Google document will load on the whiteboard, and you could see that I already have it opened. Since Kiara is in this space with me, she will also have access to this document. Now I'm going to edit the document right in the whiteboard. While I'm editing the document, Kiara can see anything that I change, update in real time. I could also see any changes that she makes, and we can work on this document together directly from the whiteboard. Keep in mind that you can also use any of our whiteboard tools on the document. So Kiara and I have just highlighted parts of this document, and all of the annotations will get saved in this space. The same process applies for adding any other type of document. In this case, I will add a Google Slides deck. I have updated the sharing settings, meaning that Kiara can edit. When I go back into my space and open the apps on the left-hand sidebar, instead of selecting Google Docs, I can simply select Google Slides and paste the link. Once I've imported the Google Slides app, I can move it around the whiteboard based on my preference. Same process applies. I can edit this Google Slides deck like I normally would in a separate tab, and Kiara can also edit the deck with me. Keep in mind that for Google Slides, when you enter presentation mode, it will open in a separate tab. Now I'll be adding a Google Sheet onto the whiteboard. So I will simply copy the link for that specific document, go back to Spaces and click the Apps button on the left-hand side, click Google Sheets, paste the link, and import. Now the Google Sheet will load and I can move it wherever I please. When you edit a Google Sheet, you could use all of the features as you normally would. So I could add any formulas, edit the formatting, and so on. If I leave the space and I choose to revisit it later, you could see that when I rejoin the space, all of the apps that I've added to the whiteboard are saved. So I still have my Google Doc, my Google Slide, and my sheet open here. Everything that you change in these apps while you are editing from the whiteboard gets saved to the document. For example, this draft document now has those live changes added to it. Keep in mind that when you open the app onto the whiteboard, you cannot change the sharing settings on the whiteboard. You need to open the document in a separate tab, whether that be Google Sheets, Google Docs, or Google Slides, and change the share settings from there. As a host, I can also disable editing from the whiteboard. If I lock the whiteboard or disable editing permissions, my participant will no longer be able to edit the document, regardless of which document it is, and also regardless of whether or not editing access is enabled in the document. When I unlock the whiteboard or re-enable the edit boards permission, my participant can now edit the document. Thank you for watching today's tutorial showing you how to import Google Suite documents onto the whiteboard. If you have any questions at all, feel free to leave them in the comments or reach out to our support team by clicking the Help button at the top right corner of your space.